Hewitt of the Chief Executive of the Scotch Whisky Association. Can you maybe describe us very shortly the Scotch whisky market in the world?
Before I just correct you, I'm also president of Spirits Europe.
Okay.
So I think it's very important. I'm here in the capacity as president of Spirits Europe, but of course
you have both hats today.
I wear both hats, very much so. Scotch at the moment is going through a fantastic renaissance. Some people say it's a golden age. I don't say it's a golden age because I know better is still to come.
Okay.
So it is growing. In 2011 we had a record export, which is basically a customs valuation £4.3 billion worth. In terms of sales value, minus tax and tariffs, that's probably about £12 billion. That's Scotch whisky alone. It's a huge, growing commodity.
What are the strongest markets at the moment? I mean, the emerging markets.
Well, our strongest market at the moment is interestingly the United States.
Yeah.
And I think a great deal of the interest in the United States is actually being driven by the Hispanics, the Latin Americans, because they're bought into Scotch whisky. But of course, our emerging markets are Mexico, Brazil, Russia, South Africa, Turkey. We're now going India. Even despite the tariff levels that we face in India, we have growing India at colossal pace. China is very, very important. And look at the whole of the Southeast Asia that we're actually growing our markets considerably.
And what are the main, low issues you're facing when wanting to export European whiskey into the world and European spirits into the world?
What are the problems, you say?
Yeah, do you have some legal issues faced? You have to face with the European Union, for example?
We have a hugely successful relationship with the European Commission because they're very helpful. They're the ones who finally deal with trade policy issues and resolve them for us. But I, as I say, on Scotch whisky, and therefore wearing my European Spirits Europe hat, I travel the world. I'm talking to ministers and talking to senior officials to try to remove barriers to trade, protectionist barriers to trade in all these markets which I've just mentioned. I visited them all within the last 12 months. I'm talking at a very, very high level, preparing the way for the negotiations, the formal negotiations which the Commission has with these people. And we are building on our success of the 1990s and of the 2000s, when we actually worked with the Commission to take cases to the World Trade Organization, the disputes panels, and to remove some of the most egregious protections.
But it works.
It does work.
You're very happy of the relationship with the Commission and also abroad with other countries like China, South Africa, India.
The relationship with the Commission is first class. I think unfortunately, they don't have all the resources we would like them to see, but they do very well with the resources they've got.
May I ask you a last question, maybe coming back to Scotland? Can you describe us, the different sorts of whiskey in Scotland? Because Scotland is a very diverse and a tremendous country. You have Western Europe, Isle of Rye, Sky, Western Horizon. All over this part of Scotland there is whiskey, and they are all different. Can you say some words about that?
Yes. Someone asked me the question the other day, how many brands or expressions of Scotch whisky are there? I came up with a figure of 5,624, and I'm probably underestimating it. So anyone who loves Scotch whisky will be able to find something that they like, because there are brands or different expressions and different age statements and different woods in which it's matured. It's one of the great spirit drinks of the world, and you're never going to be disappointed when you drink Scotch.
Thank you.